All right, let's look at assignment A. This is the spreadsheet. We've got Calgary in here, 320 millimeters. We've got 323 square meters at 80%, gives us 82,800 and some liters per year. This is the monthly. This here is our weeks of irrigation for the garden. So in here, in G, we should have the net result of, do we need irrigation supplement by rainwater or not? And the way we get this 12,000 here, we don't take the 27,000 because that's what the garden needs. The garden needs this much, then we'll take off this amount of rainfall on this amount of catchment, because it's the garden catchment now, compare it to what the garden needs, and see what we have to supplement with. We can't use this number here, because this is the roof catchment, not the garden catchment. Then we've got our flushing all across here, 42,920. There's a total, and it comes down to there. Now when we move down, I just moved it down a couple of cells. We start adjusting the tank size, and we adjust the residual volume here. I'm just going to put 10,000 in here for the time being. As soon as I do that, I'm okay as long as I have this residual in here, but I can't have that residual because I really only have 950 at the end of the year. So I'm going to put 950 in here, see where we go. Okay, for the first part of the year, we're in really, really rough shape because there's flushing in there. We need a bigger tank. So I'm going to put 20,000 in, just picking numbers here. All it's done is save more and more and more of this, but it hasn't done anything for the first part of the year because the first part of the year is starting on an empty tank. I'm going to put 10,900 in here because I know I've got that from the end of the year. I'll leave a little bit extra. So now I've reduced a whole bunch here, but I haven't reduced this yet. Not down far enough. I'm going to try 22,000. Hasn't reduced anything here, but it's increased this. So let's increase this to 12,900. And it's working up here because this amount of residual in here works up here until we actually go down to a zero place here. I need 278 more. So I'm going to put in 250 in here. Doesn't change the thing, but it does raise this number down here by 300. So I'm going to add 300 to this, 13,200, 13,200. Eliminated that. Let's go down and see where that number stops. I'm going to leave that where it is. 13,150. I got 28 liters. I can live with 28 liters. It's so small an amount, really, when you consider the entire amount. It's only 1/1000th of the overflow. It's a very small component of that. I'm going to change this just to see what happens now that I've got that number here. And I'm pretty close there. If I made it say 170, it even gets it closer. I'm down to 8 liters. Okay? So now I'll go here and I'll say, all right, let's make that 20,000 again. Nothing changes here, but I don't have my 13,170 to put in the first month. So I'm going to undo that. So it's this back and forth between these two here that give us this supplemental next to zero. At least you've seen the process and you've worked the process. That's what this is all about. The numbers exactly, you might have 22,180 here, you might have 13,180. That really doesn't matter a whole lot, but these answers down here matter. So as close as we can get, and it's a starting point. This is not the ultimate. This is just the starting point.